Maybe. right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Clockwork Nexus. It's Monday night, which means we are playing some D&D tonight. We are playing Shattered Awakenings, a little neo-modern, futuristic, mixed with fantasy type stuff going on. Before we get into a recap, because this is still kind of new, but we're probably only going to do this a couple more times, I'm going to have our players introduce themselves. Starting bottom, we'll go left to right. Ken, introduce yourself, please.
Good Day Adventures. This is More Drunken Blade. You can find me on all kinds of different platforms all over the place, although I'm not posting anything, so you won't see anything. No, but really, just go over to TikTok because that's where the best shit's kept anyway. I'm playing what a Mawpoc? What the fuck is it again?
Mawpoc, that is correct.
Mawpoc, a raccoon thing, not to be confused with Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy, although we do have several individuals who, unlike myself, represent the Guardians. So I'm playing Lunatic Fringe. Her nickname is Fringe and is a rogue. Currently, it's quite confused on what the hell we're doing because she just wants to blow shit up.
Beautiful. And your haircut looks quite lovely, by the way. So beautiful. All right. And then the lovely Miss Selkie.
Hello, I'm Selkie, also known as Ted's Vashling on the Tiki Takis. I'm actually super excited because I have Rhapsody's horns, so be on the lookout for her cosplay. I'm super excited. In this campaign, I am playing Rhapsody, who is a very sweet and yet very unhinged bard.
Beautiful. And then next we have Mr. Strato.
Hi, I'm Strato, also known as Chad. But in this campaign, I'm playing Ord Kathira, the party's resident Star Druid Air Ganassi. So you can catch me doing some confusing things as I confuse not only myself, but the rest of the party with my antics.
Beautiful. I love confusion. And then that brings us to Balor. Patrick.
Hello, I'm Patrick, also known as Castlevania 86 on the interwebs. I am playing Balor Hawk, the party's resident Hexblade.
Beautiful. And Miss Lily.
Nobody's going to comment on his hair, her hair, their hair.
That's a wig. That's different, but it is beautiful.
Are we skipping Taylor?
Oh, Taylor is next on
My
that.
hair
I
is
was
just
looking at the
like
bottom.
we skip people with it.
Taylor, you're up next on the actual stream list instead of my list. Go for it.
All good. Hello, my name is Taylor, also known as Taylor Renee or Nerdy Pinup Girl on most social media platforms, mainly active on TikTok and Instagram. If you like Smashable Monsters, D&D, special effects, makeup, cosplay, anything like that, feel free to give me a follow. But today I am playing Samara Ravenpetal. She is a 6'3", half elf, half drow barbarian who is just trying her best to make sure that her wife stays out of trouble. And that's all.
Good luck with that. And then Miss Lily.
Hi, I'm Lily, also known as Lady Lily or Lady Lily of Lawland on all platforms and socials. I'm playing Linnea, an Eladrin cleric, and I'm muting my mic now.
Beautiful. And Dan's cat butthole, Daniel.
Yes. Hi, my name is Daniel. I play a character named Zolthric Stonefist, our apparently second local barbarian. I'm here to literally smash things, but he's also in the midst of making sure that his parents get all the medication possible to make sure that they stay alive.
Beautiful. So, last time, here on Shattered Awakenings, it was a little bit of a tense situation as we were the party was settling in for the night, getting ready to leave in the following morning to go find a friend of Samara that had been kidnapped. And while we were kind of getting ready for bed and everybody was just kind of telling me what they were doing, Balor got into a little bit of an argument with himself, ancestral spirits, who knows? A hole was accidentally blasted into Samara's wall, and in quite an irrational state, Samara, instead of asking what the fuck, which is what any normal person would do, she decided to rage out and kind of go storming over. An argument ensued. Luna may or may not, actually definitely did, let off a bomb in the hallway. A firebomb, though. Which then we got surprised.
Firebomb.
The Busty Hippos proprietor said that this was not the first time that Samara had caused such an outburst with people. And she respected Luna's taking a leave to go find a better place to stay. But either way, we kind of fast forwarded a little bit to the next morning because we were excited to get a Selkie in here. So we went to the hideout where apparently she was being held. You guys found some kobolds. You guys beat up some kobolds. Zalteric had a beehive dropped on him. Luna climbed a tree, I think. And then a Rhapsody was found. Rescued from a box. And that is where we picked up. Ken, if you wouldn't mind sharing your screen. Oh, I got to start the session first. There we go. All of y'all can load up on D&D Beyond to get the map for you guys.
I'm not going to be able to. If somebody else can do it, please.
Why? Okay. Anybody that can share your screen on the D&D Beyond. If you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. For you guys at home, we are working on getting the map up for you guys. So that should be coming shortly. Maybe.
Did anyone volunteer?
There we go.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There we go.
There we
And
go.
I can...
So the guys with the red circles around them, they is dead bodies that are actually inspectable. Actually, that guy ain't there because you guys kind of eviscerated him to nothingness. But all right, so where we are gonna jump in, you guys are fully here. Ken, are you able to get on the map at all, or are you just not able to share it?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so this is where we are going to jump into character, which actually makes us start off with Luna. So if you're not ready, then we'll go on and we'll come back to you and have you rounded off. Because that's what I had you guys roll for before. So we're going to keep social stuff kind of in initiative order. If you guys raise your hands and you guys are trying to say something and I don't immediately jump to you, just get my attention again somehow. And I really try my best to get around you guys, but sometimes I'm raging ADD, so bear with me. But we're going to try this. So, Luna, start us off. You are still out in the woods.
I'm just, I think I was out in the woods and I had climbed down the tree.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what's going on with the rest of the party. I don't know if they're still fighting or not.
Okay. Towards the end, did anybody tell Luna that we were done, or did you guys just keep hitting shit? I don't remember.
I think we cleared it out, or they cleared it out.
Oh, I know they cleared it out. I'm just wondering if anybody told Luna.
I think I said something along the lines of like when they all started running away. I thought I asked if they took out the one up top, but I don't remember. I might not have.
Not a problem.
It's been a week.
It has been a week. It's only Monday.
Yeah, it's been a week since we last played.
That's true.
That's what I meant. It also has been a week, even though it's Monday.
All right, Luna. If you are down there, you would have a chance to make an athletics check to crawl up. Like as you can see on the map there, those big slags of wall. You can either climb up into this. I'm gonna try to ping. There we go.
I'm just climbing 20 feet and then I'll just stop.
You can make it into 20 feet. You can make it into that space in there that nobody has gone into yet. Balor fell on the sharp, pointy things.
Sure. I'll climb 20 feet.
Okay. So
He's
once you kind of get into that clearing, do you want to do anything to check out the area underneath where the rest of the party is standing? Kind of that.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
give me a perception check, please.
6.
6. Well, with a 6, the most you can see is that there is a box, but it's a box that gets your attention. That's about it. And will that be all you got for now? Are you doing more with
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
all right. Let's go up to Balor then. Balor, you are standing up top. What are you doing?
Well, probably still dusting himself off after his tumble-ish thing, but he is mainly more concerned like, oh man, I really like this jacket. Now there's a hole all the way clear through it. I don't know if this is going to be able to be fixed, but he'll look over at Linnea and just kind of give her a head nod. Thanks for the help back there. I greatly appreciate it. I'll make it up to you.
Oh, there's a thing to make up and then prestidigitation to his clothes. Does that fix holes or just cleans?
Just cleans it.
Oh,
But
he's
you
clean
took
now.
Well, at least it
you
got
took the blood
at least it got the blood out.
I just need to sew it.
Mending would be what you're looking for if anybody has that. But
Hey, some people just have sewing skills. It's not just mending, it's just mad sewing skills. Don't you dare
Valid.
underestimate her.
valid.
I do actually. I make my own clothes, so she would be able to fix that.
Smash.
But other than that, that's all he's doing right now is just kind of making sure that there are no splinters or anything stuck in him.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, you are sans splinters, sir. I would say that it kind of went clean through and through, but there ain't much about those things that was clean. So, you know. All right, that takes us to Strato. What are you doing, sir?
Okay. Well, I think last time I had searched this kobold that I drug the body up to everybody's pockets and got 2 copper.
Yep.
And became twice as rich as I was before. So now that I've kind of like handed the body off to them, I think I'm gonna step back outside and take a look around. Let me know if you need anything. And as I climb back down the ladder here, I'll drop my constellation form, so I'm no longer a walking blue glow stick.
Okay.
And then I want to kind of walk around back down to here if I can.
All
This
right.
area. And then this chest that's like right beneath me, can I like look at it, see if there's any traps or anything, and then try
You
to open
can
it?
indeed look at it.
Okay, I want to look for traps.
Okay, give me an investigation. So it's a 15, I believe I saw.
Yes, 15. Sorry, I don't know if
Did
it
the
came through on my mic or
Best
not.
of your knowledge, it is not trapped.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to open it.
Awesome. You go to try to open it, and it is thoroughly locked.
All right. I don't have any lockpicking tools.
That's the chest I opened last game.
I don't think you did open it.
Yes, you told me point blank it was filled with moldy cheese.
Was it that chest?
Yes.
I thought you went into the tent.
I asked the tent and I asked the chest.
You asked the tent?
I talked to the tent itself.
He
It
did
told me
ask the
point
tent.
blank
Well-
there's nothing in there.
Well, since then, I changed my mind, and now it's locked.
Oh,
But you locked it back as you shut it.
when I
Sure.
closed it too hard and the lock
That's the
relocked.
thing.
Oh.
Sometimes
I
the
want-
gods just forget that shit happened.
I want that moldy cheese. I need to get in this chest.
I need to get in this chest.
I'm gonna earring over. Luna,
Pocket cheese.
or anyone that can lockpick. I have a chest outside that if you all could help assist me with, I would be immensely grateful. And I guess I'll end there for now and just kind of wait by the chest for someone to come help me because I can't lockpick.
All right. Apparently, Zaltaric is just running around the entire
Yeah,
map
just
like a madman, just sprints.
Everything looked interesting.
Dwarf on crack. All right. That brings us back up to the top of the tower to Samara, who is getting a first look at her wife in a couple days.
Samara ain't paying attention to anybody. She is giving her wife ultimate uppies, and she is just like, "You are never going anywhere without me ever again. Do you not hear that?" Like, she is pretty much like going over how like you are never leaving my side ever. Like it is just straight up just no. You are never leaving my side again.
Okay.
Samara is way too busy just like uppies and Rhapsody.
Yeah.
That is
Rhapsody,
all
you're up
she-
next, so
That is
feel
all
free
she
to have a
cares
little
about
bit of a
right now.
moment.
She's just giggling. She's super happy. It is what it is. So she's just glad to be out of that damn box.
I will say she probably would put Rhapsody down to like let her just like dance on top of the blood just for the funsies because she knows how much like that means to her, and she's just kind of clapping the whole time, just
So-
like yes.
So they both got their boo things back, so they're both pretty stoked.
Yes.
All right. All right, so if Zaltaric is done running around like a crackhead, no. What is Zaltaric doing in this moment?
Did Ori ask that over the walkie ear talkies?
Yes, I did.
I guess hearing the joyful glees fading to black in the tower, I'll go help Ori.
Okay.
Am I free to sprint around the map as I please
Yes,
now?
you are free to sprint down there.
I don't know how many feet that was.
I love that there's like a
it don't matter.
spastic run before he goes in.
Ah!
Zoomies!
I see red, and that's all I do. Is I just spin in a circle.
All right.
Can I just break the lock? Attempt to break the lock with the like.
Sure, go for it.
I don't know if I can. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna hit the lock.
Go for it.
Strength, I'm guessing.
No, this will be a straight up attack roll, sir. Everything has an AC and hit points.
Oh, if you got a
Everything
physical
would have AC
attack.
and hit points. Let's see. That is a 19.
All right, so you are going to hit it, so go ahead and roll some damage.
Boy, imagine if I missed and hit pure dirt.
Or Ori.
Or
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I was gonna say or me. Just
I
right
was-
in my foot.
Or just nailed the kobold you're deciding to drag around.
I left it in the tower.
Dwarves
I
Put up a pretty good
dr-
fight in this universe.
That's a 10.
a 10.
Yeah.
All right, so you bash it pretty good, but it does still look like it is holding on? Not very well, but
I think I'm going to frenzy attack
okay,
because I'm mad that it didn't break on the first try.
go for it.
Reroll attack.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
All right. So give me some damage.
Is the lock getting the best of you, Zolthrak?
All you
Seems you're
hear
swinging quite
is
hard.
just and then another hit.
Okay.
And it was the same damage.
Okay, beautiful. Make a con save for me.
Oh boy, my head explodes.
Do I need to make this too since I'm standing right next to him?
Yeah, we'll make it an area attack. Why not?
Yeah, fun. That's what's fun.
That's a 15.
All right. What was that, Strato?
14.
14. All right. So this lock breaks. You both are going to take 3 points of cold damage. And you essentially have the worst ice cream headache you have ever had.
Knowing that Zolthric hasn't had ice cream because he's poor, he's just going to like drop the hammer and grab his head and just, the whole like, like, what is this witchcraft?
Beautiful.
Or he's just gonna sit there and take it. Being Ganassi, like, I'm a little bit used to the chilliness.
Chilliness. All right. So then we're going to move up to the Linnea, and then we will come back to you guys to open up the chest when we come back around. So Linnea, I believe last time Ori showed you this kobold in particular, but you can do with that whatever you want.
Linnea at first right now is actually watching Samara and Rhapsody.
Okay.
And she's kind of very what's the word? Not sucked in, but like she's very focused on them because she's never seen joy the way they're expressing joy. Where she's from, like, people are content or they've accepted their miserable existence. No one is truly happy. So even her, like, a lot of the happiness is something she forces out of herself. She's watching them and it's just kind of like it's like watching a story. It's like in her storybooks. This is how people love in their storybooks. So she starts kind of crying, like,
Aww.
from like this weird sense of joy. And she kind of just like wipes and looks over to Baylor. It's like, I've never seen that. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Covered in blood, but it's definitely the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She kind of puts her hand out, wanting to like clean them.
Talking about how the little one is like dancing in the blood. That's weird. That's not something you really want to see.
Samara is just like clapping as like little Rhapsody is just dancing in the blood. She's just like, yes, my little bard, go.
I love the line. That's weird. You don't normally like to see that.
Samara loves watching it.
There's a reason that's not in stories.
And answering Baylor's question, like, no, but they actually love each other. They aren't just together because they don't want to starve. I'm sorry, I need a moment. Oh, there's a dead dragon lizard thing. Why are there so many dead things? And she kind of just walks around trying to like clean a spot to sit because she's still a little overwhelmed.
All right, and I will say, to give it to you for free in this moment, you actually notice that your book is not on you.
Has anyone seen Sage, my book? Has anyone seen my book? She doesn't usually fly too far from me.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
17 plus 6 for a 23. Sorry, I can't do math today.
All right. I will say you do see your book chilling over by these boxes right over here.
Oh,
And it's like
that's
kind of
strange.
hovering, and it's like, as I would say, you can tell, nobody else can, but you can tell the book is like actively like looking at the boxes. Like,
She'd run over, picked up skirts and all, and to see what are you looking at? Can I roll an investigation on the item or the area?
sure.
That's another 17. For three, so 20, 30, 20.
All right. So in that little area, you notice that Sage is kind of really intent on like that bottom box that has, that like the top one is barely covering it, but like it kind of is really motioning to that one. And this box looks like it has been sealed recently. Like there's an address on it, but
Can anyone help me open this? Also, can I do some kind of check on it to see if I can, since it's sealed? Like if there's anything that I could do to unseal it.
What language is it in?
DM, what language is it?
oh, it's in common. The language,
Oh, it's in common?
yeah, the address is in common.
I will say upon Lenia like asking for help, Samara will kind of slowly stand up. She'll make sure Rhapsody is in her spot, and you'll hear heavy footsteps as she walks over and just kind of towers over. She goes, "What is it that you need?"
Oh, I just wanted to open this because I don't know if I can, and I don't want to make a mess of it.
Linnea, remember the last time you opened a box just willy-nilly? So let's...
That's why I'm asking for help.
Samara will just take the box. She'll look it over and she'll kind of glance over to Rhapsody, being like, "Do you see anything that is strange? If not, I'm going to just open it."
Well, I came out of a box, so sure, let's see if we can open it.
Samara will just go to try to open it.
Valor
All
is
right.
taking 3 steps back before this box gets opened.
Beautiful. Samara, give me a strength check.
Is she still raging after this battle?
I'd say at this point probably not.
Okay, all
'Cause
right.
you would have not
that's
taken damage
That is
for.
a 18 plus 5 for
Okay.
a 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, for a 23.
All
For a
right.
solid strength check.
So Samara just kind of goes up and just straight up like this, like rips the top of the box off. Nails and all, just like sits there and like. So all of these like parchments and random books and everything just kind of just like right, like basically at your feet as she rips them open.
This is
Oh,
not my
my.
forte, so I'm gonna leave this here with you. She's gonna put the open box in Linea's hands, and she's like, I'm not really one for writing either, so I'm guessing this all goes to you. This is what you wanted, correct?" And
Yes, thank you. And she kind of just goes and grabs the papers and the book's kind of like just trying to grab everything so it
Okay.
doesn't get into any of the blood.
Beautiful.
Samara nods and she goes, "Okay, all right, as long as it's taken care of." And then she is going to head back and again continue checking on Rhapsody.
All right, and then to kind of wrap up with you for this round, Lily, would you open the book, try to like read anything, or just gathering it right now?
Probably gather to put one book on top to kind of just
Okay.
open and like flick through to see what it is because books are
All
heavy.
right. Beautiful. So I'm going to send this to you, and you can read in the meantime. Well, we are going to go back to Luna down in the inside. All right, Lily, you got that. So, Luna,
Yeah, I did.
what are you doing, Luna?
What do I see?
Well, you see the edge of a box, and as you kind of take some time to peer into it a little bit more, not making you roll much further than that, you do see several boxes. And then you come across one box in particular that kind of catches your fancy. It's a little more, I don't want to say ornate, but it's a little more of a well-made box, not just one that's been kind of shuffled around and treated like shit.
Cool.
Probably about 18 inches wide, about 12 inches long, 6 inches deep-ish.
Is the okay. So everybody seems to be searching around. I wouldn't know that. So I'm going to climb the rest of the way up on top. And then if I can, I'm going to make my way up to this pyre looking thing. And then I will, if I see anybody, I'll let them know what's in there. I don't know who's up there. And then I will stealthily hide. What time of the day is it?
It is currently about 6:30-ish in the evening.
So is it dim light or?
The sun's starting to go down, so yeah.
Okay. So I get advantage on that. So there. So I'm hiding for a dirty old nasty 20.
Beautiful.
I have my crossbow out, kind of surveying the area.
Okay.
Kind of looking over, looking over here, surveying, making sure that I don't know where I have to be to do that, but because that's where people ran away, right? That's where we saw them run.
Yeah, they were running that way.
Northwestern area. Okay.
Correct.
Cool. I will do that then.
All right. So you said that you told anybody who was paying attention that box was down there? Or I was a little confused.
I just was telling people, well, since nobody seems to be looking out for anything, I'll just look out for everybody. But if I pass by these people, I don't even know if these people are inside or outside. I don't know.
No, these people are all like where you guys are is all on top of the tower.
And whoever I pass by right there, I don't know. I can't.
That
So
would be
it's
Samara,
Samara,
Rhapsody, and Linnea.
Yeah. And then there's this Cobalt.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Well, I won't tell him.
Well, I won't tell him. All right.
It'd be a boring conversation.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, if I could speak with the dead. Sorry, different game.
Yeah. All right. That brings us back to Balor.
So Balor after the box didn't explode or anything jump out of it, he will approach Rhapsody and is like, now, I'm not one to judge for what people are into, but dancing on bloody corpses, coming out of boxes, being entrapped. Did you willingly go in the box or did they put you in the box? Why did they decide to stick you in this box?
Well, do you think that if I willingly went into the box that I would be dancing on his book of guts right now? Just wondering.
I've seen a lot of weird stuff over the last little bit, so nothing surprises me anymore. People are into weird things. Again, not one to
This
judge.
is not weird. This is revenge. This is sweet karmic justice. Okay? It's not weird. I told him
It's
that if he put me in that
slightly-
box, that I was gonna get his blood on my boots, and that my wife was gonna come kill him. And look what happened. Karmic justice.
It's just a little morbid, just a tad, but again, not one to judge. But why did they put you in the box?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
I look over at the corpse. He's a little indisposed right now, so I can't really ask him or her again.
Well, they were talking in a language I didn't know. How do you expect? Look at me. I'm adorable. Anybody would maybe want me, and I could perform. I sing, I dance, I stab, I sass. And then she'll look over at Samara. She smashes things. I'm a prime target.
Yes, I
for being
do. I
kidnapped.
do.
He really does. Smash.
But if you were to take a guess, like, did they like attack you all at once, or that people ending up in boxes is not an everyday occurrence in my neighborhood.
Depends on what your definition of box is. Anyway,
Well, side eye,
know why I
like
was put
what?
in
What does that mean?
If I knew, why I was
Samara
put in
just
box,
raises
I
a
would tell
brow.
you. I really don't have anything to hide. I know you don't know me. I know I just popped out of a box. It's fine. It's fine. I swear I'm not evil. I really meant when I said I bite, I stab, I slash, I sass. That's like my thing.
Wait, time out. You bite.
And she'll just sort of like, yes, I bite.
Oh, very hard.
So you're a dirty fighter that just bites people.
Sometimes, yes.
I taught her that.
And I'm not a dirty fighter. I fight well, thank you. I was caught
Well-
off guard. I was shopping, and she just gets a scowl on her face. I didn't see them coming.
She always goes for the kneecaps first. That's what I taught her.
Okay. You bite.
But I swear
you
I'm not
dance
trying to
on
hide
blood,
anything.
You like being shoved in boxes.
I
you
can also
don't
speak
pay
to the dead
attention.
sometimes.
Well,
Or
I'm
they talk to me, rather. I don't really know how that works, but it's fine. It comes in handy, I promise.
You are an interesting little songbird.
Thank you. And she'll just sort of curtsy.
You hear a very soft little clap from Samara in the corner.
Yay! All right. To keep spreading the love, we are gonna go ahead down to Ori.
All right. Now that we've gotten our brain freezes and this chest is, I'm presuming, open now,
Correct.
I'm gonna peek inside.
Okay. And inside, you do see cheese.
Just cheese.
Now there's more than cheese.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna shovel as much cheese as I can into my
you
personal
do
part
see,
of my
you
bag
do
of
see
holding.
some cheese that is indeed kind of moldy.
It's going into my bag of holding,
Beautiful.
into the personal part.
Awesome. You find a you kind of find a part of a quarterstaff
Okay.
that it kind of gets your attention. It's a little more ornate than a usual staff, but
Okay.
again, it's only part of it.
I'll go ahead and kind of hang that on my belt.
All right.
On my belt loop. Just hold on to that. Anything else? Any gold? Any?
You do find a couple pouches at the bottom.
Okay.
Which, if you open them up, you open one up to find a total of 33 gold.
33 gold.
Yep.
Ori freezes in place. First time gold coins have ever been in my hand. Zolthric, are you looking at me right now? Do you see this happening?
Has the brain freeze worn off?
Yes.
Okay, then if it wore off about the same time that Ori's did, then I would assume I would be picking up my hammer and assisting in the rummaging of the cheese chest.
Go get.
Um, uh, have you ever seen this much money before? Time freezes.
Can I dig in your box?
Wow.
They laugh.
Yeah, I was over here like I wanted him to charm the box, but apparently y'all already got it open. He made me sit here for like 5 minutes.
Yep,
But I
he's
was like,
already
"Let's try
elbow
and
deep
charm
in the
it by
box.
saying, I know you're closed, but I could dig in your box. And he was just like, nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
I informed
Well-
her I am not a charisma-based character.
Indeed.
Would that have worked though? Like, would that have gotten it?
Would
That
that have
would-
lubed the box? Is
Yeah,
what
would that
you're
have lubed
asking?
the box?
So-
Moving on.
We roll for
Uh,
it. I'm
what
gonna
are you
roll for
doing?
it.
What are you doing? What are you? Let's go. Move.
She got a 2. Moving
I got a
on.
5.
Then yes, I would be assisting Ori and
Ha-
So-
elbows deep in the box.
have you ever seen this much gold before?
My guy, I don't believe any of us have seen that much gold, except for maybe Samara.
What do we keep it for ourselves?
Look, my main goal is to provide for my family via medication and hopefully get them up to a better place in life. So, what you do with it is what you do with it, but I believe it would be rude if we kept gold from. Because they told us we could keep whatever. I only believe it fair that, they were here, they helped us defeat, or they helped us kick ass, did they not?
Yes. No. Yes.
Well, then
Uh.
then I believe that it should be shared equally, or as equal as we can make it. You can keep the cheese though. You keep all the cheese you want. I don't think we want the cheese.
Can I try to sleight of hand to just take 3 gold pieces and make it an even 30 that was in the bag and just slip them into like
Go for it.
I've done enough card tricks to people on the street.
Hey, my guy. Oh, is he frozen? He froze.
No,
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
not frozen.
Your 14 is a nat 20 plus 2.
I'm
for
gonna see,
perception.
and I'm just going to. I'm just gonna. It's just 3. I've never even had a consistent warm meal for a week. The rest
Roll
will go for everyone
persuade-
else. Persuasion?
Yeah.
9 straight. No bonuses.
Is that enough to sway you, Zolthric?
Zolthric being an understanding person, knowing that to a degree understanding, knowing from the background that we have come from, and the little bit that we know of Ori as is, I will not lie for you. If they ask me specifically, I will say something. However, I will not hold out any information. I will tell them why if they ask.
It works for me.
But I do not wish to be brought in on any future endeavors when it comes to this.
I'll read your fortune one day to even the odds.
My fortune
of charge.
is told by me getting medicine to my family and helping them. That is
The
my only fortune.
stars. The stars have interesting things to say sometimes. It's best to hear them out. Don't
Pulls
worry,
out a
I'll do it
cup
free of
chocolate milk
charge.
from somewhere.
And I'm gonna take a bite of some of that moldy cheese as I put the last wheel in my bag.
Oh boy, I'm gonna walk away real quick.
Make a
walk away
Constitution
real quick.
save.
That's an 18. I'm used to this.
You are used to the moldy. You are used to the moldy cheese. Yup. That's gross. I will say, as you pocket those 3 gold coins, you notice just something just a little extra.
Nope.
As you have the 3 gold coins, and then in between your fingers, you are holding what looks like a golden tooth.
Is this your tooth, Sulthric? Did it fall out when you were hitting the chest? Because
Gonna
you were
check my
swinging quite
teeth.
hard.
Knowing that none of them are gold, because that would mean that I was richer than dirt. Still gonna check my teeth. Do I still have all of my teeth?
You do still indeed have as many teeth as when you started.
Cool. No. Having a gold tooth means that I must have had gold to begin with, and I did not.
So anything like, can I sense anything like vaguely magic or anything about it, or is this just a tooth covered in gold?
Do you have any kind of detect magic?
Not prepared. No.
Does it look suspicious, like it could hold everything?
Like it can hold everything?
Yeah,
Does it look like if I pointed at someone, I can cast fireball?
No, it does not.
If I
Okay.
put a block of cheese on this tooth, will it disappear into the tooth?
It will not.
Okay, good.
All right. So, Strato, I sent you a message. So while you handle that,
Can I
Well,
go into the tower? Can I
Okay.
bid Ori adieu unless he needs any more help and kind of not zoom
can.
me around?
on your turn.
I will just slide that tooth into my pocket for now.
All right. Well, you're gonna go back up to Samara and Rhapsody. What are you guys doing in this moment?
I would say Samara's just making sure Rhapsody is okay, watching her dance on the blood and the corpses, and like letting like she would be like lightly encouraging her, just being like, "Yes, you're doing good. You're doing good, love." And that, and she probably is waiting for the rest of the party to gather things up. She really is not interested in looting anything. She wanted to make sure that she got her wife back.
Fair enough. Rhapsody?
Well, I think I remember at the end of the last session, there was teeth marks in the kobold that were mentioned. So I would like to
There
examine
were
Puncture
two
marks.
puncture marks on either side of the neck, kind of right at the base of the skull.
Okay. Well, can I see those? I want to investigate them.
All right, give me a medicine check.
That is a 14.
Okay, so with a 14, you take a while to examine these puncture marks, and you come to the conclusion that nothing natural did this. That this was absolutely some kind of a machine, but with a 14, I would say you can tell that it didn't kill it. It didn't, it didn't cause any apparent severe damage outside of just the punctures themselves. But unfortunately, that's as far as you get of just saying like something has been done. Like this was done intentionally, but you don't know what they were trying to accomplish.
Well, then she would ask the other members to see if any other kobolds had these marks too. Just to
All
look
right.
to see if it was just the one or if there's multiple issues of it.
Absolutely. And I would say out of the you guys have 2 bodies, so I would say if one of them, Zaltric or Ori, would have checked the one out down there, that yes, it also has identical puncture marks. And give me an investigation roll real quick.
I will say, I believe Samara did inspect these markings beforehand. May I give her the help action?
Sure.
All right. So roll with advantage. Selkie.
That is a 22.
Okay, so with the 22, you go back to the pile of blood and viscera in which you were dancing, and you kind of like look for a second, and you are able to kind of just like pick up two pieces that you can tell were from around the same area, and you hold them up, and yeah, you got pieces from either side of the neck, and yeah, the same two puncture marks are on that thing as well.
She will just sort of hold them up. Like, does anybody know what these are at all?
Can
'Cause I don't.
Samara give just a basic investigation?
Sure.
All right. What is my my investigation actually isn't like as terrible as most barbarians.
That's because by
18.
most barbarian standards, you are
That's
a
a dirty,
genius.
that's a dirty 21.
Okay. They are indeed puncture wounds.
Are they like vampiric puncture wounds, or are they more for
No,
something?
because that
to-
would fall. Because to me, vampire bites would still fall into the realm of looking more natural. These are very obviously mechanical in nature. They are too even. They are too like the depth is exactly the same. Like, but you have never seen anything.
So it seems consistent, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Samara will just kind of look at the flaps of skin that Rhapsody's holding up, and then she'll look at the other bodies, and she's like, "Darling, as much as I wish that we could find another vampire here in these parts, I don't think this is what we exactly are familiar with. These are way too consistent. The pressure, even."
No.
Excuse me, did you say vampire?
This isn't a vampire. If it was, trust me, we'd probably be all over this. But no, this is much more consistent. It seems almost mechanical. Vampires tend to be very inconsistent with their bites. They can be very heavy or very light, depending on how you wish to go about it. But this, it's the same exact every time. The pressure, the puncture wound. It's consistent. This is mechanical. This isn't done by an organic individual. If it was, it wouldn't be as consistent.
All right. So as you guys are doing that, Saltheric, what are you doing back down with Ori?
I'm gonna let Ori do his cheese wheel of doom.
Okay.
Well, hello, Sam. Wake up. Go ahead. And I'm gonna make my way into the tower because I haven't gone in there yet.
Okay.
And see what everyone's up to up there. I'm just gonna make sure Ori doesn't need me for anything else.
Nope, I'm good. As soon as he turns his back, I'm gonna put the tooth in my mouth.
So I'm gonna go over here, go up this ladder, and ignore everything that I hear or see or do whatever.
Okay, so you're going. Okay, so you're just going back up to the top, or you're saying that you're going inside the tower, like under what we're seeing?
My first step was going to be to get up here and introduce myself to Rhapsody because I haven't
Okay.
been up here.
Okay.
So I guess when I get into the tower, I'll see this new person and then introduce myself.
Go for it. Play it out.
Oh, hello. My name is Zothric. May I ask who you are?
You see her like put down these skin flaps, and she like goes to shake your hand, and then realizes she's all bloody. Hi, I'm Rhapsody. Nice to meet you.
Blood doesn't bother. He's gonna extend his hand.
Oh,
if you
hi.
choose to.
And it's a very like very fast, happy handshake.
I'm gonna make a bold assumption, assuming you're the person that Samara got hit in shoulder with arrow for?
You watch as Samara is deadpan, just like evil eyeing you as you are near Rhapsody. Like you feel these daggers in your back, and it's just Samara,
Back?
just like, you hurt my fucking wife, I will kill you.
That's just based on that look. I say yes. I'm going to back away slowly. Nothing against you, just her.
She's really a puppy dog once you get to know her.
I'm
Don't let it
so
fool you.
happy. Yes. No. She just got you back.
That's
I
good.
don't want to be the one
No.
that dies. It's a whole thing, you know. Do I happen to see? I'm assuming this giant trapdoor looking thing is just opened.
Well, it's there.
Well, open to see.
Yeah, like it is very clearly there.
Oh, okay. Can I lift the trapdoor?
You sure can.
I'm gonna lift the trapdoor. Not standing on the trapdoor.
Okay. So as you lift the trapdoor,
Make a dexterity saving throw.
nope. But I do need you to make a con save.
There's a fucking con save with you. Oh, that's a nat 20 plus whatever.
Okay, so you're not blinded,
25.
but you guys do see just this kind of briefest of fireballs and just this puff of smoke that goes off right in Zoltar's face. Cartoon style, your face is now like painted black pretty much as you just got soot and ash. Your eyebrows are definitely burnt off.
I didn't have
Probably your
eyebrows.
mustache.
I was a blacksmith.
Your mustache is just like kind of still smoldering on the edges and everything, as you're gonna take 2 fire damage.
You hear Samara just let out this very just loud sigh of just, oh dear God, seriously? Like,
Balor
I'm
looks
going-
over at Leanna. That's why you just don't randomly open things.
Oh, I didn't randomly open anything. Samara broke it apart for me.
Everybody gets one. I'm just gonna like lick my fingers and put out my mustache.
All right. So before you go
Smash.
down, we're gonna go to Linnea. You've been reading a little bit.
That
going
she
through her
is excessively so. Well, as Linnea's reading this journal entry, she's very immersed. She's very not concerned, but she definitely wants to know more. She's excited to read the rest because she's never heard of anything like this, and maybe somewhere in her brain something's clicking. DM, that's yours. Okay, but she's most excited to discuss this with Ori, since
All right. So I would
probably the
say
only
like
person that'll be interested.
as you go to like turn the page past this entry, you notice that there is a handful of pages that have been unceremoniously removed. Like not even cleanly torn, just like some pages it's like halfway gone, other pages is like all the way down to the spine, like just it looks like somebody was just rage ripping just
She's gonna try it once, even though she knows it won't work. Digitation.
and as you cast it, the pages get so very clean, but still missing. Did you not?
I didn't catch that. It's because
I
like you
said-
like cut off.
Oh, sorry. I said as you use prestidigitation, the pages get so very clean, but still ripped.
She starts kind of like going through, hoping she finds a couple of pages that aren't
Mhm.
torn.
And I will say, as you're thumbing through, something that would catch your eye on one of the torn pages, kind of like towards the bottom inside corner, so bottom left-hand corner, you notice a symbol that is on that page that is the same symbol that is on the front of your book.
And with that, she would close the book and just kind of hug it.
All right. So then we are going to go back to Luna. Luna, you doing anything besides just keeping watch? All right. Give me a
No, I'm just hanging out, making sure everything.
sure. Give me a perception check as you're chilling up there, if you wouldn't mind, sir.
15 plus 5, dirty 20.
So a dirty 20. As you're peering off through the woods and the sun is just kind of gently settling below the ridge of the mountains in the distance, you notice far off in the distance, you see kind of the general light of some kind of a settlement off to the north a ways. But then off to the east, you notice periodic, just kind of like some light coming through the trees, and then it kind of disappears. And I would say you're kind of smart enough to put two and two together that kind of seems like some kind of guard patrol somewhere, but you don't know. Obviously, you can't see what they're guarding or something, but it definitely seems like it's happening on a regular interval. Fuck. So do you do anything with that information, or do we just keep on moving?
I just clock where it's at.
Beautiful. All right. Balor, back to you. You doing anything in this moment?
After he's opened up this trap door, I kind of peer down what looks to be down there.
Boxes.
Is there a ladder to go down?
Yes.
I descend the ladder
All right.
and gaze around.
All right. So down here, you see most of them are just your average boxes. They're not fully sealed. You see, like, one of the boxes has a bunch of blankets, maybe a bedroll in there. Some of them have, just various sets of clothes. You do see a couple lengths of chain hanging from one of them. You see a set of manacles. You see some jugs and pitchers. You see some lanterns. You see some locks. You see a couple picks and stuff like that. Iron pots. Just kind of random stuff. But you do also notice the same box that Luna alluded to, whoever, when he first went up there, that there's a box about 18 wide, 12 long, about 6 inches deep.
Like
That is
how,
the only
like,
one that stands out.
like lifting up the box, is it heavy?
It's got a little bit of heft to it, yeah.
Because there's probably not much light down here, correct?
Yeah, pretty much the light that's coming from up top, which is fading pretty quick.
So I will lift up box and go up the ladder
Okay.
and set down like here. This thing kind of stood out. You know,
Okay.
like looking at it. Before I go to open it, I will want to. Does anything look off about this box? So,
No.
like an investigation for traps.
You can go for that.
10.
10?
Seems
You
good.
are so sure this box is okay?
But I will back up before I open it and cast Mage Hand to open it up about 10
Okay.
feet away.
All right. And as you go to have your mage hand open it, it does not seem to want to open. It does appear locked, which is odd because you couldn't see a traditional lock, but
Well, this is interesting. There's no lock on this box, but it won't open. We could smash it open, or somebody could try to pry it open. They've done something similar to that as he kind of like side eye glances at Samara.
Samara, after watching her wife dance in the blood of their enemies, she is just gonna kind of like lift her head. She'll tilt it to the side. She goes, "What do you need opened?"
This wonderful ornate box that appears to have no locking mechanism but won't open.
And she's gonna very slowly walk over to it. She's gonna kind of look it over, and she's gonna, "Are there any traps on it? I'm not one for spotting such things, but
Looks good to me." Thumbs up.
he is supremely confident that it is not trapped.
considering that this
And that-
man blew a fucking wall through her, or blew a fucking hole through her wall, I'm gonna check this box."
Go
Is
for
that
it.
just straight
Can Rhapsody
investigation?
help her?
Yep.
Zolthric in his head is going, I hope you lose your eyebrows.
All right, so with advantage, first is a 17, second is a 2. So 17 plus 3, so 17, 18, 19. For a dirty girl 20.
All right. And with what you know about traps, this box is untrapped.
All right, Samara's gonna take her mace and just pretty much you watch her as she like grips the lid of it. She turns it to the side. She takes her mace and or no, not her mace, her maul, and
Okay.
she is going to attack the lock mechanism or the latch mechanism.
Okay, you
And
don't
that-
see a lock or a latch mechanism. You just see the box, which you can absolutely take a swing at the box.
Oh yeah, so that's a 17 plus 7.
Okay, you are gonna hit it.
Okay. That for the mall, it is 2d6 plus 5. 2 and 2. So 4 plus 5 for 8.
Okay, so as you make contact with this box, it does not seem to have a scratch on it.
Samara's gonna pick it up and throw it against the wall.
Okay. It still looks like it is perfectly fine.
Samara is going to turn to Baylor and just be like, "So I'm usually really good at opening things, but that seems a bit far beyond my capabilities. You might want to see someone with who's handy in the Rhapsody. What is it again? The whoosh Magic, that's what it is. Magic, yes. You're probably going to have to find somebody who is efficient in magic with opening this, because if I can't smash it, then there's something else beyond that, and I can help you there. And she'll just drop the box back in front of him.
Well, looking at it, I want to do an arcane check on it.
All right.
11.
11. There's nothing magical about this. Because I can do this because it's set up with your stuff. One of your ancestors sits there in your head and says, "Don't you have somebody for this type of work?"
Yes, but they're spotty and
All right, but
probably
you don't
claim
know
they
shit.
how to they probably will claim they don't know how to open it, even though they're terrible at hiding what they're able to do. But we all know they can do it.
I'm
Fine.
just saying.
Watch this. I know how this will transpire. Luna. Luna. Hey. So you're pretty good at figuring things out. We have this box down here. You think you can give it a try?
You want me to give a box a try?
Yes.
Try what with the box?
Look. Look. Wait, is this like a conference call or is this like a direct call?
Oh no, the earrings are the
100%.
earrings are a conference call every time.
Who is this? Who's talking in my head?
Are you trying to slide into Box DM?
Guys, I have a new tooth.
Rhapsody's just looking around trying to figure out if it's like a spirit or anything.
Well, Rhapsody doesn't have
Oh,
one
that's
yet.
right. I don't have it. Okay. Never.
Yeah,
So you're just
I'm still holding
Everybody
yours.
else queued into the conference call, and you're just like, oh.
I will say Samara might just be right next against Rhapsody's head, so she can kind of like listen in and just be like,
It goes directly into your head. It's not an actual like
our
walkie-talkie
brains are
where it makes-
connected like dolphins.
All right.
So we require your assistance. Maybe that you. I know you have a superior intellect from time to time. You might be able to figure out this mystery box.
Wrong character. That was the character that you guys didn't want me to play anymore. So then I picked up this character.
Look,
Wrong campaign, bro.
Look, you probably didn't see it. The big one couldn't open it. It was kind of funny.
You want me to open a box? Is there a lock on the box?
No, it doesn't appear to be one.
Then what the fuck do you think I can do? I pick locks.
Well, mate.
When you find a lock,
Let's see.
let me know.
I told you.
Just
I
give
told
her-
you she
just
would be
give-
this way.
just
She's gonna
give her the
pretend she
bo-
doesn't know
give-
what's going on.
Give her the box.
My stand-in says, "Have you tried putting it in your mouth and licking it?"
I'm getting the inhaler.
Well, maybe with your tiny little beady eyes, you might be able to see something we can't see.
Linnea, I do see you, and we will get to you once Balor is done. But I see you, and we'll hit it.
Okay. I'm on the beacon. The pearl is in the river. I repeat, the pearl is in the river.
So when he says he's in the beacon, you look at this spot that is like 10 feet from you.
Then I do the like box here. You open. Try to open.
Samara's
too
just
lazy to
watching
just
him
bring it to me?
gesture and just like,
Nobody else is looking out. There's a city over here with its lights on. They're obviously a rich city because they can pay their bills at night and they have extra electricity.
Well, maybe there might be something very expensive in this box that we could buy electricity with.
Then just take the box and sell it.
Oh my God! Is somebody gonna open the box or not? Jesus
This is what
fuck.
I work with. This is what I work with.
I guiding bolt the box.
The spirit says in your head, Jesus H fuck.
I'll climb down and I'll point at what's her name? Linnea, Trisley, Bill, Steve. And
Grizzly Bill Steve.
Linnea?
Got it.
so that's
Yes, Luna.
that's a pretty box. Why are we all staring at the pretty box? All you have to do is push this button right here. It's open. I walk back. I'll go back up to my perch.
So okay,
It's a munitions box, dear. I've seen 5 million of these things down in the mines. Probably has some type of, I don't know, explosives. That's what they typically have.
so
So
okay,
it's
you know
probably good that she didn't smash the box open. Otherwise, we all would have been dead. Probably.
So I will say, because you
You're
know,
the one who
with
asked me
munitions
to.
boxes, they actually do have. They can't just drop open, right? You have to open them in a certain kind of way. So I'm gonna let it roll. The fact that Luna, you walk down and you just know the right way to just open the box because it is a typical munitions box, and inside of this box,
There's only a 14.
that's enough.
Oh, I had
As
advantage. Sorry.
As you open this box, you see
Dirty 20.
beautiful, even better. So as the box opens, you see brass shells in what you recognize right away, though you haven't handled them yourself, as bullets. And you also see in there is granted, a little dinged up at this point because it's been rolling around with the bullets and all that, but it's all right. You do see a pistol that is kind of more akin to the old like musket style pistols, but it's got 4 barrels to it.
Cool. A gun. A pew pew. Sorry. I don't want to interrupt the algorithm into a mainstay of nonconformity, so it must be a pew pew. And in this case, it's a pew pew quad pew pew.
Quad pew pew.
It's the quad. It's the infamous quad pew pew.
So it would be a pew 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 pew.
Pew 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 pew.
I believe the term is like pepper box, if I'm not mistaken. Or
That
is
is
a particular
that is
kind
a
of
different
gun?
one. That is a 6-barreled one that is very specific to a
Snap.
very certain campaign.
I just thought all pew pews were called pepper boxes. My bad.
Incorrect.
Well, is this worth anything? I don't know what it is, how to use this.
I mean, Luna, you know that they are fairly valuable, but
Okay. It's very, very valuable. Maybe we could sell it in that town over there that the lights are blinking and twinkling at, like the lights in the sky that this one determined to let us know that he gets his sorcery powers from.
Where is Ori?
It's probably
Last I saw, he was down by a chest on the
He's
other
probably
side
eating
of the
cookies.
tower.
I saw him with a bag of cookies earlier. He must be masticating a few of them.
We probably shouldn't leave him alone.
If you're talking about the smelly one, I believe I heard something about eating a moldy wheel of cheese.
That's him.
Well, he came over the ear talkie and said that he had a new tooth. So.
Oh, that's
no
a
one
little
knows.
horrifying. Why would someone be growing teeth out of nowhere?
I don't want to ask questions. The man eats moldy cheese.
Well, I'm not going to ask the question, so I'll leave that to you. Samara
right,
leaves the chat.
hold up. Linnea, you had your hand up.
Oh, but that was about the box. You guys already figured that
Oh,
out.
okay. All right. I wanted to make sure. I'm sorry. But
She's
this
still
might
kind of
have-
like hiding, so
okay. Strato, you are up,
What's
sir.
up? Okay. I will finally make my way back inside
Okay.
upon getting a chill down my spine that someone may have mentioned my name. I'll walk in the room and I will kind of just ignore everybody except for Linnea, which I will walk straight over to Linnea.
How moldy was the cheese?
My tooth is golden now. And I'll just like open my mouth and point to a now golden tooth.
Linnea would look. Oh my, that actually is gold. That's incredible. How did you do that?
Is it just sitting in his mouth, or is it like actually a part of his mouth?
It's a part of my mouth.
Oh,
There was a loose tooth that I put in my mouth, and now it is part
Which
of my
seems
mouth.
like a totally logical thing to do. Ah!
Is
Look, I can
anybody
take it.
surprised that Ori has a few missing teeth?
No.
I can take it out.
no, but I'm
Hopefully
just
it's a-
surprised he
hopefully
put one
it's a
in
Oh
wisdom
dear
easily.
God! Oh dear God!
I'll put it back
Linnea's
in.
just like, that's still very cool. Did you find
Linnea,
anything down there? Yes. What?
can you tell me what this stick is? You're pretty good at
What
knowing
is-
things.
what
I'm
is
gonna
this
hand her
thing?
the half of the quarterstaff that I had found in the
Okay.
chest.
Mhm.
Can you tell me what this
You-
is?
Can,
You seem to
is
know
that
things.
a history?
Your book is smart.
Is that a history check?
I mean, you can try to go for history. I'll allow it. Go for it.
Pinkies. It was a 1.
A 1?
Got nothing.
So you go off of the many history books that you have read, and many of a famous staff of a wizard or a cleric or a monk or warriors of this type or that. None of them remind you of this staff at all, and to the best of your knowledge, this is part of a stick.
Awesome. Well, it's just a stick.
yeah.
I guess I'll just hold
Just
it.
a really
And
good
I'll
stick.
just- Can I try to fix my astrolabe to it? Like just jam it on there or tie the chain around it? So I just have it as
Sure.
my yeah. Now I got a
Can I
stick.
do an Arcana check though?
Go for it.
Oh, thank goodness. 19.
19. It does not appear to be magical at this time.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just a good old stick. Probably really good for walking when you have to do hikes or to, when there's someone attacking you.
Okay, well, if you ever have a way to get some more information for me, I know your book is quite smart. It seems to have the ability to learn and know things. I'd appreciate it. For now, I guess I'll hold on to this, and I'll just kind of take the stick back.
Ori, actually, just really, she hushes you over, like,
Yes.
when you get a chance later, I found something. And I don't really know who to talk to about it, but since you talk to the stars, maybe you can ask them for me. But later, can I show you this? Because I found something.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay.
I would. When it comes to counseling the stars, of course, I'm more than happy to help.
She kind of like smiles at him, like thank you, but still holding tight to the books and papers.
Okay. Instead of putting the stick on my belt, can I put the stick in my mouth and say yummy? And then it just disappears?
Yes.
Yes.
So right in front of Linnea, you see literally put the stick in his mouth, say yummy, and then just raw and like just disappears.
Did we all see that?
That is a incredible trick. That was amazing. Does anybody have any water?
I told you I have a new tooth.
The visual on that is fucking fantastic.
Old-
Like his mouth
The-
just unhinges like a
the-
snake.
No, it is
The-
literally, it just
I just went.
goes in exactly like all of our visual is going to here. Just open and but it
Well.
just disappears. Whoop.
I love it.
Look, I can get it back. I'll pop the tooth out and just and out of the tooth, the stick slides out. See?
I don't know, like I've seen a lot of body horror in my time, but that's something else.
Tooth back in. Yummy. Whoop.
Oh God.
Linnea's trying so hard not to break from the smile. I don't even know what to say. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know if I'm shocked or proud. That was amazing. I'm gonna sit down
Thanks.
now.
This has been a very strange day.
All right.
Taylor, somewhere, sit, please. Do you see anywhere that's not covered in blood? I'll clean it though.
And I guess to end off, can I go up to Baylor?
Yeah, go for it.
I heard you complaining about your clothes earlier. Yes?
Well, I do have a new hole in them.
Allow me. And I'll cast mending. Because I have been doing.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Oh,
thank
sorry.
you.
Let me. There's a piece of cheese, and I'll just kind of brush the piece of cheese that was stuck to my hand off of your vest.
Well, thank you. Look, I don't like to comment on people's personal hygiene and all, but your breath stinks bad.
It's probably the new tooth. I haven't brushed this one yet.
Wait, so God damn
I haven't
it,
brushed any of
what is
them yet,
wrong with you
actually.
people? So you just found a random tooth. Was it on the ground? Was it in a kobold's mouth?
It was
You
in a
just
bag.
stuck it
It was in this bag, actually. I forgot. Hey, there's 30 gold in here. The
What?
tooth was in the bag, so I just kind of.
We'll get back to the
Seeing if it
gold,
fit.
but you just randomly stick teeth in your mouth? Do
I'm
you know where
missing
it's
some.
been?
I just wanted to fix them.
What did I sign up for?
You all talk about my appearance. I try to look better.
Did you at least brush it off on your sleeve before you stuck it in there?
Of course. Though I don't think my sleeve is much cleaner than the ground.
The
So
sheer
anyway, we're going to ignore the tooth situation for now, but
I grabbed
Dirty
us some
gold?
provisions too. They're in my bag. If you need food for
hold
the
on, I don't
travels.
believe you. There's no way there's 30 gold in there. I've never seen 30 gold in one place before.
Wouldn't
Just
he
dump
have
the
put it
bag
in
out.
the? Wouldn't he have put it in the shared area? Or did
I
you
didn't put it in there yet. I was just holding it.
Oh, okay.
I was just carrying it around. I haven't put it actually in there yet.
You guys have yet to decide whether you guys are evenly distributing funds or if you're doing a shared one, but that is a conversation in game. I will say at this point though, so you guys are sitting here. It is just before dark right now. Last little bit of sunlight that's kind of clinging to the road and to the trees and everything. To Luna's point, you guys do see that there's a city that is probably a few hours march to the north. Do you guys see? Yeah, I mean, it's getting dark. You guys could camp down, but you guys kind of, I will say, kind of universally get the impression that y'all need to decide: are you staying? Are you going? What's happening?
I wanted to see what was down this thing.
What? The trap door?
Yeah.
Balor kind of beat you to it. He jumped down because you were all like putting your mustache out. Now, if you want to go down and collect all that stuff, you can go ahead and do that.
Oh, what was down there? Was there anything important?
There were lanterns, there were blankets, there were bedrolls, there were lengths of chain, there were manacles, there were locks. There was lots of stuff.
I'll take a bedroll and a lantern.
Okay. Just to get things moving a little bit, having shared what is down there, does anybody want anything else that I said was down there?
I'll take a lantern.
Okay. The fact that Samara and Rhapsody aren't jumping on the chains and the lock is kind of surprising. It kind of seems like their thing. But
Samara's too busy like watching Rhapsody dance in the blood of their enemies. She is very much distracted.
Now, Luna, you said there was a town. How far away do you estimate it is?
Baylor, come here. And I'll grab your head and I'll turn it towards the light. Right there.
Well, you're the one that's probably good at distances. I've been
Well,
stuck in the slums where you can
as
only
the
see
bird-
like 20 feet ahead.
As the bird flies, looks about 1 hour, 27 minutes, 43 seconds. But not knowing the terrain, the difficulty of the terrain, or the exact path towards it, one can only estimate that it could be as many as 4 to 5 days. So it's somewhere between 1.5 hours and 4 to 5 days. I can guarantee that.
that is the vaguest but most accurate statement ever.
And our forefathers
And it-
weren't very good navigators. They tended to get lost quite frequently, but nevertheless, I do have a relatively high perception in the nature-ish category.
Well, a couple things we might want to consider. Staying here. It's somewhat secure, but we also weren't there some of these kobolds that ran off?
Okay, Baylor, are you trying to make meaningless conversation, or are you hitting on me again? This didn't work the first time when you were hitting on me.
Firstly, you hit on me, and we decided nothing was ever going to transpire because it's not you, it's me. We'll just stay friends. But anyway,
I agree. We should
Yeah.
stay friends.
we stay friends.
But as friends, I will let you know that there may come a time when there may be
Oh.
benefits to the friendship.
Duly
Oh my
noted. Thank you,
God.
Luna. Thank you, Luna.
Wow. Okay.
So, do you think the kobolds would be coming back here since they ran away and bringing more kobolds? Or should we leave here and head towards that town?
I have no idea. I've never encountered a kobold before. Why are you
Neither have I.
asking me?
I don't know,
I
because you're
just
the
don't-
only
I
one
do
that's
know-
talking to me right now.
Okay, you know what? Then we will go with this. I believe the kobolds, given what we've seen, are insidious beasts. The beasts they were probably called away by some entity beyond our capabilities, and that we should circumvent that by navigating a northerly path that will take us approximately 1.3 days out of the way. In order to correctly adjust our course, we will have to make use of Ori's skills in properly navigating the night sky. The twinkly stars, however, may or may not be in the same position as they were the day or the night that we are going to take this long, long walk. So we must adjust for that. What the calculation is for that is 4.37373. There's a multiplier in which the curvature should set us on a path that we should get there. Was that a long enough or a conversation for you, or should we move along?
Does anybody have any objections to Luna's plan?
Can we just go to the city?
All
I'm
in
just
favor?
confused as how he has four fathers. But yeah, let's go. Let's walk.
I'm gonna start exiting the camp.
Who doesn't have night vision? Just so we know, who can't see in the dark? Can everybody here see in the dark?
I believe so.
Yeah, I can see up to 6
I can.
Rhapsody can't see in the dark.
Rhapsody, you're a tiefling though. You have dark vision.
You're a damn. Nope, I'm not going to give that away. You should have dark
It's
vision.
not on my character sheet.
Really?
Really?
Under
That
features and
surprises the
traits.
living shit out of me.
Well, then I suggest that you hold on firmly, tightly.
You have goggles of night vision. It's fine.
and with much
You
aggression.
don't, you should, and that's dumb.
I'll just ride on Samara's shoulders. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, Samara would like literally have Rhapsody on piggyback because Samara's half drow, half elf.
No, you
So
are
sh-
okay. Drow is elf. You are
You
half
are
human,
elf.
Well,
half
yes,
elf.
but
You're not half.
we okay.
Wouldn't that make you full elf?
That would make her full elf.
It
if
would
she
be
was half
different
drow and
kinds of
half
elf.
Half
You're a
darker
darker
elf than my
shade
other
elf.
elf.
I am half. Nope.
I don't
Moving on.
argue
Say
about
it.
this. She's
Say
hot.
it, Brian.
All
I
that
know
matters.
you're-
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Either
Not gonna say it.
Samara does have dark vision, so she would definitely be piggybacking Rhapsody the whole time.
Okay. Selkie, I love
Yes.
you to death. I really do.
What? What?
I'm just gonna start calling you Liam. Is what I'm gonna call you.
He only ever says that when he's about to do something mean.
That is not
I know,
true
what
at
did I
all.
do?
It's so true.
Don't
That
you
is
dare
not
do
true.
anything mean to my wife. I will fight you.
You know what? No, this is going in the Shattered Awakening thing. That's fine. It's right there, Selkie. It's right there.
Did anybody do any extensive ponderance over these corpses? Is there anything we should know about these corpses?
I found 2 copper on one of them.
You.
It's a mechanical puncture, not a vampire one.
Bro.
The only ponderance we did was to figure out what kind of puncture it was. There was no specification.
They've all been bitten by something that is mechanical. They got omnoms on their neck.
You're going to join us in the courtyard so we can leave, or you're going to stay in the tower?
Whoa, Baylor jumped over the fucking tower 22 feet.
All right.
Fucking parkour much? Jeez.
All right. So you guys are heading to the town. I will make this real simple. Either you can do this as a group average if you want, or you can choose to have whoever is best at survival lead you guys. It's up to you. Just let me know whether it is all of you rolling or just one or two of you. What do you guys want to do? Yes, or
Can
No.
I use my navigator's tools? Since
Fuck
that's
your
a thing I have.
Have somebody give me freaking the help action.
I will say that you're using your navigator's tools, whether you are making the check or helping, it is going to lower the DC.
Okay, cool. I'll also cast guidance on Luna.
Beautiful.
Somebody gonna give me the help action?
I think Ori did.
Or he is.
I'm
No,
not
Ori
casting
casts
guidance, so
Oh.
someone else can help too to give
I
advantage.
got a +2 survival, so I'll help unless no one else has a better one.
I have a
Um,
plus
I had
like
rolled
I said-
zero earlier, so
but I
I'll
don't
help.
have a-
Like I said before, I have a +7.
Linnea's helping. I think that's what she said.
Okay. Thank you. Oops. Sorry, wrong page. Doot, doot. How about a 24?
Don't forget your +4 or your plus D4.
Plus. Sorry. Where? 24, 25, 26, 27. 27.
You're muted, Big Chief.
27. Your headset's muted.
Fuck!
Ah.
It does indeed take over an hour and a half.
But
As
is it between the 5
Luna
game
expertly starts guiding you through the woods, you guys do find your way to an actual paved road. You know, all of this stuff. You know, you guys suck sometimes. Pause.
What did we do? We were just standing in a courtyard.
So you guys do find your guys' way to a road. You guys follow the road for a while. It starts off as kind of a more wild dirt road. But it does kind of eventually segue into more of a paved road, and you follow it to a city that is surrounded by these large stone walls. And seeing how it's night, there are guards posted on either side of the gate as you guys walk up. But before we walk up to the actual city proper, we are going to go ahead and take our bio break if everybody is good with that. So where did it go? There it is. All right. So we are going to take 5 minutes. We will be right back for us to discover the city in which you found. I will see you guys all in 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. So far tonight, the party, who is mostly back, I think, there we go, has looted a tower that held the kobolds that had assaulted them last time. Ori found a tooth that he's very excited about. Half a stick was found. A bunch of moldy ass cheese was found. Luna is currently walking around with a firearm, which is only going to lead to good things. And the party is now equipped with its own traveling music box, which is also fun.
I found my familiar along the way.
And Zalteric now found his familiar, which is just a cat. But you guys are currently walking up to this town, which, on a sign out in front of the gateways, does proudly proclaim itself to be Okanawood, which is where you guys know that you guys were supposed to travel. And under the supervision of Samara and Rhapsody, are supposed to set up a northern outpost of Legion is the goal. You guys got told that you would be provided with a place to stay and provided a monthly income. But to tell you guys what you guys see when you walk into the city, nestled in the foothills of the rugged mountains beyond, the town of Okanawood stands as a testament to perseverance and practicality. It's a relatively modest town, not very big. Only about 1,500 sturdy structures stand before you within the walls of the city proper. Buildings seem resilient as the people that live in them, as you see that the people are mostly robust, but lighthearted. The buildings lack a kind of refined ornamentation of any kind. Structures definitely seem to be built more for reliability and sustenance rather than, or sustainability rather than for anything ornate. But still, they are the most beautiful structures that you guys have ever seen. The main thoroughfare into Okanawood passes through an imposing gate of thick timbers reinforced with heavy iron. The gates open up to these roads that are very well maintained, like the city itself, functional, not a point of. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good picture, Ken. That was pretty good. as you guys kind of walk through, you do see several different buildings. You guys do see inns and taverns. You guys see other shops that seem to be closed at the time. And getting to the center of the city, much like depicted there by Ken, there is a very wide open town square that you see people kind of milling around, but you can tell that probably during the day there's more of a thoroughfare that goes through there, more business to be had, as you see several stalls lining the town square. They give it away as the market square. And like I said, as you walk by, people aren't, while they're not in a rush to greet you or anything, you're not getting any dirty looks or anything. You're just kind of giving people, kind of giving you the nod and maybe tipping the hat. And, you know, everything seems pretty kosher. As you're walking through the streets, being guided mostly by Samara and Rhapsody right now, you guys see several different signs for buildings. You guys see the Mountains Bounty Mercantile. You see Iron Oak Forge. You see Wayfarer's Den, Inn and Tavern. You see the Oak and Ember, just a tavern. You see Zoomies Curiosities is one that is lit up, though the building is shut, but that name definitely stands out. It's kind of brightly lit in these kind of neon colors. And you walk through this town as Samara leads you to, through the city proper, kind of out a little side entrance, I guess you could say, hidden entrance, to a building that is just outside the city proper. It's well within the shadows of the walls. You guys see a keep that looks more or less abandoned. When I say keep, it's a really big house. But yeah, on the outside, looks more or less abandoned. But Samara, you recognize this as the one you were told to bring this party to, and this is to be your base of operations.
Samara will probably walk in. She'll kind of let out a bit of a sigh, and she's like, "Oh man, they told me it was a bit of a fixer-upper, but I didn't realize it was this much of a fixer-upper." And she'll turn to Rhapsody and just be like, "What do you think, darling?" And then she's going to turn around to the party and she goes, "Well, it's not much right now, but this is where we shall establish the foundation for what we are wanting to do here with Legion." And with that, she will kind of just see if anybody has any questions, which DM, you will probably have to help me answer. Can't hear you.
I said I definitely will. But if you guys go back to D&D Beyond and you launch the game again, I have dropped you on a map that is indeed your keep, which on the outside, yes, it looks abandoned. It looks derelict. It looks like an absolute piece of garbage. If somebody can share it, I can set it to.
I can if you need me to.
I am unable to
Actually,
even
you know what?
load any
It
map
doesn't matter right
currently
now.
on.
I can do it because there's nothing. Oh, he's got it anyway. That's fine. Add to stage. Boom.
Dun, dun.
You guys can feel free to move into the keep and check it out. Ask about each room, and I will tell you exactly what you got going on. And just so you guys know, I do have a second floor for you guys too. I just would have to set it up.
What's the room I'm in?
You are in just a general storeroom. So you walk in there, you do see that there are a couple of barrels of dwarven ale that are sitting there untapped, just waiting to be emptied. And then you just see various provisions and stuff like that. Or you have found yourself to what looks like some sort of a temple. Definitely has a religious view, though no religious figure has been, no altar has been built as such, no idol has been placed. But you know, it's there. But Nea, you found yourself naturally to a room that is kind of part office, part library. You do see various books lining the shelves, along with tables with quills and everything for documenting stuff, for research, for taking notes and such.
I found Baylor in Samara's rooms.
Linnea pulls her hair up, kind of like pushing it back, like into a bit of a braid. Puts her stuff down, dusts herself off. She's like, "Well, I can fix it," and she starts cleaning.
All right.
Cleaning.
As
This
Baylor
will be
walks
happening in
in,
every room. Be ready. I'm gonna
As
Snow
Baylor
White this shit.
as Baylor walks in, he looks around. He's like, "This looks like some place that they would give to somebody, but it's secretly haunted, and just pass it off as someplace normal. Like there's some
Totally.
hidden catacombs or something in the basement somewhere."
Probably.
Does these windows that are in this like temple area, are they big?
They're complete all the way to the ceiling. Like this particular part of the keep, these things go up like 15 feet.
Awesome. And it's on this little altar in front of me, so there's nothing really set up there.
Correct.
That's my bed.
Really?
It's got the biggest windows for me to stargaze out of. Unless there's
it's
something
full
on the
of-
second floor.
Plus, it's
It's
full
a-
of pew.
If there's a second floor that has more visibility than the others, I will take that one gladly.
I will say more visibility, no, but you would have
Then I won't sleep there, but that'll be like my hangout area.
I call green room.
or
There's a room with a green bed. I call that
Purple.
Oh, come on. I like green.
one.
Samara's just gonna follow Rhapsody wherever she wants to go.
What room do y'all want to go check and move y'all there?
Rhapsody would probably just be walking around, checking out everything.
honestly, that's probably
Samara
it.
is right behind her at the hip.
Keep in mind, Rhapsody, you are. I was going to say there's a railing out there.
I don't
Is
think they
Baylor
can-
really in the next room?
I picked that before they picked a room.
God, I can't believe nobody. I can't believe nobody wants to have the room adjacent to mine. I don't smell that bad.
You should stick in the room with the pew.
I like okay,
Pretty
but what does
flowers in
amuse
my
me
room. I'm not leaving.
I
What
did pick
does
the room
amuse
with the
me
windows.
is the fact
I
that you
realized
took
that.
the one room with no windows at all.
I love how Rhapsody. I love how Rhapsody and Samara's room's bed is just completely fucked.
I mean,
Well,
It is
My
what
room
it
is
is.
clean and color coordinated. Very
And
neat.
this black bed will be my room, I guess. Then, since it has a window, I didn't realize that room didn't have a window at first.
okay. So in this moment,
To move to the gold room. And
as you guys are settling into the most room that you've ever had, for most of you, when it comes to everybody but Samara and Rhapsody, to go in the same order as before, to give the audience a little insight to your characters. Luna, as you're sitting there in this space that you are claiming as your own, what's going through Luna's head in this moment?
I locked the door.
Okay, you lock the door.
I'm gonna start taking my stuff off. I'm relaxing. Twice the size of my old penthouse, but this will be just fine. Sit on the bed and kind of bounce on it a little bit.
It is.
This will need a little bit of work. It needs to be a lot tighter. This is way too soft. I'll have to get some rebar and might as well shore this up a little bit. And see, I'll have to make some kind of a fulcrum device here so that anybody entering without me wanting them, that it's at least smashes them to smaller bits than what they would be. And other than that, this blanket will do.
All right.
Are the windows barred?
No.
Fuck this fucking place. I'm out. I find a trash can.
I will say, you guys are like 15 feet up. This is larger than the average first story. So, like,
Yeah, well, I can climb higher than that. I don't like it. I'm out. Fuck this. I'm out. Nope, I'm downstairs.
There's a nice tree right outside.
Yeah, I feel safer in the tree.
all right. Baylor, as you walk into this pleasantly purple palace of a room, what's going through your head?
He's just kind of looking around and he's like, this is like the nicest place I've ever been. He looks out the window and it's like, there's not a garbage can set on fire out there or people sleeping under bushes. Kind of sits on the bed and like, it's got some spring to it.
All right.
And just kind of like, well, I know you're all out there. Do you all have anything to say about this?
Oh, I suppose it will do.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're all happy.
These sheets are not even silk. But they'll do, I suppose. It's
Well, they're
better than the squalor you had us in.
It's better than the burlap sack.
As, like, you hear one of them take a sniff, and this one smells like patchouli, which is a lot better than the bucket of piss your last place smelled like. So, you know.
It lacks the charm of the last place.
The charm of an outhouse?
It was cozy. Somewhat.
That's one word for it, dear. You crawl into bed?
I just kind of like lay on it, like arms behind the bed or
Behind the head?
yeah, behind the
There
head.
you go.
Behind the pit. Like, hey, I'm searching for secret traps or secret
There you
doors.
go.
It explodes.
Yeah.
The bed explodes. No, and so you just kind of sit there, and
Yeah.
your ancestors kind of leave you alone for a moment to just kind of enjoy the tranquility of the first room that you've had that feels secure, that feels safe. The lack of sirens in the background and screaming and
the burning garbage cans with hobos like warming their hands.
yeah.
Detroit.
Oh. Are you hobophobic?
That's a good one.
I'm hobo.
All right. We're going to go to Linnea in this moment. As you kind of walk into this bedroom and stop it! There. I swear to God, I will delete your freaking thing off here if you start messing with the date.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Back to cup. That wasn't me.
That wasn't me either. Me and Zolthric were having a dance party.
Let her have her moment, dickweeds. Okay. Linnea, as you walk into this room that you feel an immediate connection with, your fingers kind of brushing over each of the plants that are, unlike the ones back at home, very much alive and growing actively. What are your thoughts as you're in, similarly to them, the largest and most comfortable room you have ever had?
Well, after prestidigitationing her way through the room, just in case, she kind of pulls lets Sage out and looks at Sage just at the book and is like, "What do you think?" The book makes does a flurry that she understands somehow, and just kind of looks like, "Yeah, the library's better, but only by that much." And she kind of just walks over to the plants, touches them, feels them. She's never really felt real plant texture. She's very
Okay.
like just in there, like trying to like smell them and just take it all in before going to sit on the bed, and pulls out the journal, rereads the first page one more time, looks at the symbol, and looks over at the book that's still hovering about. Well, I promised myself if I ever found anything that matched something in my past or in your past, I would follow it. Kind of wish Miss was here to tell me what to do. I don't know if I should keep this to myself or not. And the book gives her nothing, no advice.
The book shrugs.
Can't make this decision for her. She's got to decide on her own. But
All right.
other than that, she just stays that like with the book kind of hovering, keeping her company, and just perusing the book while like not jotting things down in Sage, because Sage opens up like pages for her to like jot things down.
Okay. All right. Then we'll move up.
Real quick,
Whoa.
above game. Is there a bathroom in this place? Like a shower?
All the way
No.
up. You,
Yeah,
you
it's above my room.
There it is.
Yeah, you
I
pee out
didn't see
the
it.
portal.
Okay. I'm like super zoomed in. Okay, she's
Bathrooms?
gonna go do that then.
Batses.
She's gonna go to take a shower then. Puts the book down, take a shower.
All right. There you go.
What, she jumped over the balcony.
Make an acrobatics check.
I must bathe.
This isn't Among Us. I do not have to follow the walls.
All right. So, Zolthric,
Yo.
as you are sitting here making your way into this room, which you immediately connect with, seeing the various weaponry and
Various arrows.
furs and feathers and whatnot.
I'm loving the leftover gold, silver, and copper.
Yep. That's not really there.
Oh, cock.
Illusion.
I slam my fists onto the table. Are the books and stuff there too?
Yes, the books are there.
Oh, okay. Coming into a room that's larger than really anything I've ever seen, room wise. And seeing a double bed that I can starfish across like I did the last time. I'm quite pleased. My biggest worry isn't the right word, but the thing that is constantly on Zolthric's mind is how is his family doing, because he has no way of contacting them easily. So I guess he's going to I guess there's would there be parchment
Yeah.
and a general letter system, like
Yeah.
I
I mean, there is In this neo-modern setting, there is indeed a postal service.
Oh, cool. You know, you never know sometimes. I'm gonna sit down at the desk and write a letter to my family. The desk of fake gold.
Yep,
And
just teasing you.
it's fine. It's constantly there. It never goes away. But it just becomes translucent. And just basically tell them that I'm okay. You know, I haven't died. And basically ask and make sure that they're okay if they need anything. I'm going to reach into our shared bag of holding cautiously, knowing about the donuts. And not knowing that Ori hasn't put the 30 gold pieces in there. Because I was going to pull out 1 or 2 to send it to them.
Okay,
So they can get medicine.
sure.
I guess other than that, I'm just quit painting over my gold.
That's great.
My gold is just disappearing as we speak.
There we go.
Anyway, he's gonna write a letter to his family, send it off. He might go before he sends it off. He might check out some of Zumi's curiosities and maybe some medicine or herbal shops in town.
All right.
Before.
Well, I mean, all the buildings most of the buildings except for the taverns were closed, but
no, not
definitely-
now,
Oh,
but
Gotcha.
tomorrow, because I'm sure the postal service isn't closed.
Indeed.
So he would have to wait till tomorrow anyway. And then after that, he would probably do the exact same thing that Linnea is doing, because he does have decent, body standards of cleanliness. So he's going to go the three S's.
All right. The 3 S's.
Shit,
But
shower,
what
shave,
order are
baby.
you doing them?
Shit, shower, shave. See, it's the
He
only.
is a dwarf that shaves. That's a bold strategy.
Oh, you don't know what I'm shaving, boss man.
Oh, that's a good point. All right. So, to go just a little bit north to Zaltric walking straight through Ori's room,
Or he shits himself.
Already-
Zoltar just
already
through the
butt ass
wall.
naked, just walking right to the bathroom.
Or he shits himself. Holy shit! What the fuck was that? No.
Excuse me, here, coming through.
First, Ori would I would walk over to the bed and reach out to almost touch it, but then kind of like look at my hand, just look at how dirty it is, and just kind of hear everyone's words in my head that were talking about how disgusting I smelt and how dirty I was. And he would pull his hand back for a second, and he'd reach into his pocket, and he'd take the tarot cards that were all black and spread them across the table and just look at them again. And uncharacteristic of Ori, something that no one's ever seen him act before, he would take the table and basically flip it. God damn it. What in the hells do you all trying to tell me? I can't predict the future if you take away my divination tools. What is this path I'm on? You tell me I'm on the right path, but yet you don't fix my shit. Are these people like... I need to take a walk. And I think Ori would, at that point, walk out and would walk all the way over. I'm just going to fly over just for brevity's sake. To Rhapsody and Samara's room. knock on the door.
I just pictured Ori just doing the air genasi shit across the way, just
Boom. Yeah, he would leave. I would knock, leave one of the collector's cash that I was still the extra one I'm still holding, and the earrings setting right in front of the door, and I would just continue to walk down the hall to the only open bath, and attempt to clean myself so everyone says I stop smelling like shit.
okay.
Ori is
I like how he
trying.
says attempt to clean himself.
There's a lot of layers to the grime. It's not a one and done type thing.
So, okay. Has
Chemical
Ori
bath.
taken a bath before?
Before,
Why?
yes. What the fuck? Shit, a ghost!
It was haunted. I knew it.
Are you here? Wait, are you the ghost of baths past? Are you here to
You're on
teach me how to
Bath,
bathe?
man.
Are you one of the 3 ghosts of Bath, present, future, and past that are going to visit me tonight and teach
No,
me
I'm
the
just
area
here to
of my
help clean your
ways?
shit. And he takes a spectral brush. Robert
Cool.
Ghosty, you're the one.
Baylor hears a lot of screams of like confusion
No.
coming from the bathroom, and Ori talking to someone, but there's no one there.
I told you you
Um,
shouldn't have eaten that cheese.
No. So, on a very serious note, if Ken is done fucking with me, am I safe to assume that Ori has never actually had a shower before? Like,
Or he would have when he was much, much younger, back when his grandmother was still alive, before she passed and gave him his heirlooms.
so
So after she passed, that's when he completely lived on the street,
got
like
it.
day by day. So like when he was like 9 years old was the last time he's had a shower, and now he's like late 20s.
So now I learned something about Strato. Are you the type that you turn the water on first, or do you get in and then turn the water on like a fucking psychopath?
I turn it on first so that it gets warm.
Okay, good. It's only psychopaths do the second option.
Actually, though, I think Ori would take a cold shower here,
Okay.
trying to like shock himself into,
So
because like he's second guessing his beliefs at the moment because of the cards being solid black.
So you step in and you kind of gird yourself for what you know is coming, and you turn the water on, and you just feel this ice cold water pouring over you. And initially it's a shock and it's uncomfortable until it kind of settles in, and you come to terms with the frustration that you've been dealing with. And in this kind of moment, as you're sitting there, eyes closed, the cold water just pouring over your head, you hear a voice that you've heard before. As it just kind of seems to be in your head, and just, oh dear boy, you don't need cards to divinate the future. You just need to know what to look for.
And what is that?
It's one of an infinite number of things. Deja vu. A strange glimmer. Something to stand out. To the well-trained mind, it's easy to read. When is the last time you meditated?
All but a few days ago on the train.
Worked out for you pretty well that time, didn't it? And you feel, or you hear the sound of the tap being turned as the water goes from cold to warm. And this voice just says, "Breathe deeply, child." And
As I
go ahead.
meditate,
Mhm.
can I use my last wild shape to Dragon Constellation?
Go for it. Can you tell us all what that does?
So instead, like the last time that Ori wild shaped, obviously no one would see this right now, but to describe it, instead of the joints lighting up,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of like almost nerves. So like from the head lights up the most, and the stars, the constellation spreads out almost like down the spine and out
Beautiful.
through nerve paths rather than the joints of bones.
Okay.
And the light is still there, but rather than it being a harsh blue, it's almost like a softer kind of cool blue that's almost like relaxing. Instead of blinding blue, it's more of like think of like calming, like dusk to night sky, dark blue.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so
Oh,
as
and then
you-
the hair, instead of my hair like flowing up and back, it sets long and down and gets darker as well.
Beautiful. So as you let your hair out, so to speak, and you enter the Dragon Constellation, you open your senses to the world around you. And through this guiding hand, for the first time, you really feel yourself go beyond just the physical senses. And you find yourself standing in a whole world, much like you are right now, with just these strands of nerves and everything, where you see just the world in these strands of possibility. And all of them are just kind of these silvery wisps, and you go to one that catches your attention. It's kind of a gold color that's just kind of flowing through the building itself, branching off and touching each person in the room, moving with them as they are going about their business. What do you do
I'll follow
as you see them? Okay.
I'll just kind of follow ahead.
Okay. So as you kind of follow it, you get taken to a confusing vision where you are seeing a flock of ravens flying over a burning town. And this vision kind of goes down into this chasm, into, the endless depths of the Underdark. And it opens up to just this huge underground flowing river of rainbow color. That you have a sudden understanding that this is the weave itself. This is the essence of the world's magic that you are looking at. And you watch this kind of rainbow river just dry up and empty. And you see the figure that you saw before with Linnea, where you see the figure, this kind of mummified corpse sitting there, crossed arms, ears missing, eyes sewed shut, mouth is hanging open, no tongue in it. As you see this thing's it breaks the sewing on the eyes, the thread on the eyes, and it just kind of looks at you with these cold black eyes. as it kind of stands up, and then you just see this outlines of these 8 massive figures, and then the world in tatters, burning all around you. And then the world seems to kind of flip on, kind of like rotating on one spot. And you go from seeing the world burning to seeing paradise. And then, as quickly as it all came to you, you open your eyes and you are standing underneath the shower yet again. The water just beating down on your face, taking presumably layers and layers and layers of dirt off.
Much cleaner than before. You only smell me from 10 feet away as opposed to 50.
The shower water's black.
I was gonna say, you look down the shower water, it's just black.
I'll turn the water off, and I'll very quickly throw a cloth around me. I'm assuming there's like a towel or a cloth or something.
Yeah.
I'll throw something like that around me. I'll very quickly, still in dragon form, try to walk back to my room without anyone noticing. As fast as I can. Anyone's door that I pass will just notice a blue light shine from in the cracks as I walk past.
Do you grab your
You
stuff
didn't.
Place
from-
was haunted.
When I get to Linnea's room, I just want to knock and have my dirty ass robe. And if Linnea's there, ask her if she could clean this up for me.
In dragon form?
Can I
Yeah,
just
no,
come out?
So I'm not
Dragon
actually a
constellation.
dragon. It's a dragon constellation. I'm not a dragon. I'm still a Ganassi, but like when she opens the door, she sees me with glowing brain and nerve paths.
Oh, run. Everybody run.
Can
So-
I just come out completely
Not come
fucking
opening the
naked
door.
and go to my room?
Sure.
Alright.
Linnea, you see Ori in this form. What are you thinking as this happens?
You're the night sky again. It's amazing. Oh,
Yes.
I can. You're not super bright, so what? So you can come in and probably not blind me. What's
Out
that?
of curiosity, you are wearing? Sorry, you said you were wearing.
I said I have a cloth.
Got it.
Yes, I have a cloth around me.
Okay.
I'm not just like
Ha
when she points that out, I'll like look down and realize that I am in fact still glowing, and I'll kind of like ugh, and then go back to being normal. Sorry.
He looks like the night sky. What are you gonna do? Did you need something?
Could you clean these for me?
Oh, sure. She kind of just
you-
grabs them. Does her thing.
Okay. Thank you. I'll be off.
Is
Thank you.
there, Ori?
Yes?
Before you go, there was something I wanted to show you. Or I can wait till you're dressed.
Please. And I'll run. I'll go back down to my room and just throw my clothes on. And I guess I'll come back.
right past a naked Zalthric.
Yeah, man, I hadn't made it. I've got the towel like over my shoulder because don't be a dick and leave a dirty towel in there. But like,
I
I'm just fucking air dry it all the way down.
I just walk
Right.
past it. I've seen. I have lived on the streets for like 20 years.
You have seen some shit.
I've seen way worse.
All right, so you come back dressed.
Yes, dressed back in my cloak that's now clean, and I am relatively clean, very clean for my standards.
When Lenny opens the door, it's like, Good. You're dressed. And then she kind of pulls him in, closes the door, runs and grabs the journal. Like, look what I found. Most of the pages are torn and ripped, but the first one is talking about some crazy stuff. And she kind of hands it over for him to read.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send you what Chief sent me.
Okay.
Make her lives easy.
I'll wait for that so I can do.
All right,
Oh,
I was
no,
gonna
my-
say to give
Dang.
Ori a chance to read it. Okay,
Yeah, if you want to bounce
then
ahead.
y'all can RP it out. We're gonna jump across real quick. Not skipping you guys, like I said, just giving you a chance, Ori, to read.
All good. All good.
Rhapsodoia Ravenpetal. It looks crazy on there. Rhapsody and Samara.
So I will say, as soon as the door closes, Samara's like tough demeanor immediately diminished. Like it just completely dismantles as she just like slides down against the door and she goes, "Oh dear God, I don't like people." And she is going to begrudgingly kind of grumble to herself as she walks over to the desk, and she's going to pull out some parchment and a pen or a quill and start writing something out.
Well, Rhapsody's gonna be super nosy and like peer over her shoulder.
So Samara is kind of just sitting in the room. She goes, "I remember you telling me whenever I make mistakes, I need to," and she kind of pauses and clenches her jaw and she goes, "apologize." And she is writing an apology note to Baylor. Since they are going to be neighbors again, she is going to try and apologize for, blatantly attacking him. And so she writes out like this note and she kind of like, she hands it to Rhapsody and she goes, Can you please proofread it and maybe fold it up really pretty like you always do?"
Indeed. And she'll proofread it and fold it up really pretty. How bad is it? How much corrections do I need to do?
Roll a d20.
Yeah. It's a 13.
13. Like it starts off really good, but then she gets mad and her spelling goes to shit. All the words, like it goes from like this kind of nice like script to printing in all caps, like very angry.
But like you can't really decipher it. But then the final words at the bottom are "I'm sorry" in like large capital letters.
It turns into anger scribbles.
And there's a sad
and then
face.
signs Samara with not a smiley face or a sad face. It's just like the eyes and then like a straight mouth. And Samara will then she goes, "Excuse me, darling." She'll kind of kiss the top of her head and then she will leave out and she will then take a deep breath. She will knock on the door and then she will like slide the note underneath. And I will say at the beginning of it, it will say, "I'm not good at talking to people, so that's why I'm writing this, asshole." And then it will go into her really aggressive sideways apology. But she is trying her best to follow through with like the therapy she was given, and she will then return and she'll take a deep breath and again decompress as she just kind of sits on the bench. She goes, "Oh, that was the hardest thing I think I've ever done, and I've decapitated so many people at once."
Rhapsody would sit on the bed with her lute and just sort of play a simple song to see if she will sort of rest and sleep.
Samara immediately just relaxes hearing Rhapsody's song, and again that tough demeanor just kind of melts away as she like her 6'3" form just like lays back, and she just Dear God, again, you're never going shopping by yourself, I swear. I need to keep you on a leash.
Hey, I might be into that. You don't know that yet.
Oh, you guys have been married for years.
You see
Definitely know
Samara
that.
just
That's
like
the joke.
you see Samara just her face goes bright red as she turns to the side and she goes, I swear you and your quips. You're always so far spot on with them, aren't you? And she is just gonna kind of like turn over and just like try to pretend she's not flustered as she's like silently kicking her feet a little bit.
So-
Rhapsody would give her a quick kiss on the forehead and then just continue playing.
She again you just hear she just kind of like grumbles like she definitely like her face goes like you can feel the heat coming off of her face and like her body temperature spiked probably a solid 5 degrees and she is just kind of sitting there, she's like, and you kind of hear a little bit of a mumble just like, I love you. and again she's just kind of like
She'll sing
nobody-
back that she loves her too.
And with that, Samara will just kind of she's not gonna go to sleep. She always waits till Rhapsody goes to bed before she falls asleep. So she'll kind of stay awake, but she is trying her best to kind of calm down from being flustered. She usually showers in the morning, so that will be her first thing when she wakes up.
Yep.
All right. So as Rhapsody is sitting there playing a familiar song that she's played so many times, you guys can't help but think in this moment as your eyes are getting heavy. Thinking back to home, or at least the most recent home that you guys had. Thinking about the gardens and the night that you guys got bound and everything together. Thinking about Ulrich. And one of those moments where he almost seems to be there, but not quite. Just remembering, like I said, the home that you guys shared, the gardens, wandering around the estate, just kind of taking it all in, the life that you guys shared. And all the happy moments as the song just kind of plays on, and you guys just kind of cling to that as Rhapsody plays the final note, and it just kind of hangs there in the air for a while.
And then there's a sudden knock on the door.
Bam! You know what?
She ain't getting up.
No. So, seeing the decor in your room, I will say that, like, right as that last note is kind of hanging in the air, that tankard that you guys see on the floor, that one that gets knocked, like, across the room a little bit, kind of jump scaring you both a little bit. And then you swear that you just hear Elric's chuckle.
Rhapsody will go investigate the door to like pick up whatever it was, and then she'll just go back in.
What is it? Samara just kind of rolls over on the bed.
She would just sort of give it to her, like, does this look important to you?
She kind of sits up. So is there a lingering smell on this on these objects, considering that Ori dropped him off before he went to go bathe?
I've been carrying these for like 5 days.
Okay. So I will say Samara will kind of like the aroma will kind of hit her for a second. She goes, it seems Ori, she's gonna lift it up. She goes, oh, this is so you're going to need this. I will say it is kind of a bit of chatter in here. I would recommend cleaning this before you put it on, my dear. Here, and she's going to reach into her leather chest plate, pulling out a handkerchief as she tries her best to wipe off the fucking grime and earwax of this, and before she hands it off to Rhapsody. And you said you dropped off the earpiece and what else?
The extra collector's cash.
Which is
Oh,
a shared bag of holding.
Yeah, it's the shared bag of holding that we all have. I gave you one too when we first met you. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, okay.
Because I was pack muling all of them, so I was just carrying like 3 backpacks.
So this is a magic item. Samara just kind of looks at you, goes, it's a bag. What's in it? And she's gonna open it, and she goes, and she's gonna hand it off to Rhapsody. She goes, she's like, you're a lot better at this stuff than I am. I don't know why he would drop this off. It kind of
So
smells.
if Samara opens up this bag, what you see is donuts and cheese.
Oh
Moldy
god.
both.
Nope, the cheese is in my private pouch.
Oh,
That's
never
my
mind.
cheese.
Oh
Just
god,
pocket
where's
donuts.
I don't want to know where the private pouch is.
Just old crusty pocket donuts.
So Samara opens it, and you just see her usual stern face just completely curdle at like the rancid smell, and she's gonna walk over. This is a window, correct?
Yep.
She's gonna walk over to the window, and she goes, Don't tell Ori about this. And she's going to just dump the donuts outside the window.
He's gonna know that you dumped his donuts because it's a shared space.
Oh no. Well,
I guess she'll be writing another note.
All right.
but after that, she'll just kind of hand the bag off to Rhapsody, and she's like, I usually tend to lose my bags. I lost my money purse back at the bar again. And and
Money
she-
purse. I like that one.
but she'll hand it off to Rhapsody before she just lays down and just immediately relaxes as her long arms just immediately wrap around Rhapsody's like tiny little body, and she is just like, you are not leaving my sight ever again. Do you understand me?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
It's no fun to dance on the blood of our enemies if you are not there with me, especially if you're locked in a box.
Oh, that was the worst. It smelled in there. Like really bad. Worse than whatever was in that bag.
Oh dear. Well, I'm glad you're out. And she just kind of nuzzles up against Rhapsody before she waits for her to go to bed before she finally goes to sleep herself.
As we all know, there's nothing worse than a smelly box. Anyway,
Jail.
back over here. Now that I'm assuming you've had time to read.
Reading I have done.
Beautiful. So, back to Linnea and Ori.
Oh, Linnea has ran away.
Linnea,
Sorry, children are crying and screaming because we told one of them they have to get in the shower, so we're close to
oh no.
So the usual.
Yes. Okay, so while he's reading there, she's kind of just standing there, like, did you finish? I don't know how fast of a reader you are. I don't want to rush you.
That is the worst.
That's the point.
Doesn't add up. It
Do you
doesn't add
stars
up.
know anything?
There were 8.
8.
Nothing. Disregard.
Oh.
This is definitely concerning.
Right?
My
But
most
look, all the other
recent
pages are ripped.
visions- Oh, can I? Let me try something. I'm gonna try to cast Mending on the book.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
So,
do I get a bunch of blank pages back?
I was gonna say, so the pages that you bring back, right? They are in good condition. They finish off the page that was ripped, but it has nothing written on it.
Well, if we come across
Worth a shot.
any of the pages in the future, you can notate down. You seem quite good at keeping record.
I hope so. What do you think it means, though? Like, do your stars know anything about these keys or these families? I don't believe in coincidences. I found this for a reason.
Nothing. I've never heard anything directly referencing these. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have visions of destruction, death, the end of our world. In fact,
Oh.
I believe it to be so. Nothing we can do.
The end, like gone. The end, or like just
Well,
living creatures gone. The end.
Life as we know it, completely reshaped.
Oh.
Flames, pain, destruction. But
Oh my.
fate, I'm now learning, cannot just be a single path. So, I'm not hopeful that there's anything we can do. But if there is a chance, I think this is our best bet. I think... Can I look at... Do I see Sage at all right now?
Sage would be floating around.
Does the symbol on the front of Sage's book match any of the symbols? Would that be one of the symbols I could recognize?
It was not one of the symbols that you guys saw.
Okay.
No, but it is.
Is it
Give me-
similar?
Give me a insight check real quick.
Insight?
Yeah.
14.
14. Like as you kind of just try to take in the symbol and what it might be, it does kind of strike you as a holy symbol.
Holy?
Yeah.
I don't mean to put pressure on it all, Linnea. None at all. But I think in some way you are connected to this. You have a role to play. And whatever your role is, I think it is the reason that the stars have led me here.
Well,
I am not the one to change fate. I am the one to help guide it.
that's profound. Are you talking about that symbol? Because I saw it too. I know it matches Sage, but I don't know what that means. I've never really looked into my past, or Sage's past for that matter.
I don't know much about my past either, so... I don't know my parents. I don't know where they came from.
Same.
And hell, if I'm honest, I don't even know that the person that raised me was even my grandmother.
Well, if she raised you and loved you, then she was.
What I do know is that I had another vision tonight.
Oh. A good one?
And it could be interpreted in different ways. There are pathways that can be taken. I've seen death, but I've seen destruction flipped on its head. And I've seen life.
Well, that's good. You saw life. Because you can see all the destruction you want, but as long as you see life, there's hope.
It just doesn't add up. There was 8. There was 8. Now there's 7. There was 8. And now there's 7.
What was it? The keys? There were 7 keys. Are you talking about keys?
I saw the figure again. The one with the disjointed jaw,
Oh,
but it wasn't alone.
that's slightly more terrifying. Are you
It had,
okay?
yes, I'm fine. I've seen death many of times before in my visions. Nothing new. But, there were 8 figures. And now a mention of 7 keys. And I am not the smartest, but those numbers don't add up.
They do not.
There's
add up.
something missing from this puzzle.
Maybe if we find the missing pages, we'll figure it out.
I think that's our next step. However, I don't know how on board the rest of the group will be with a supposed make-believe journey to save the world.
Well, what if we don't tell them for now? I mean, we have the thing we have to do with Legion. We have to find the missing people. Let's just kind of work this one on our own.
Aye.
If we find anything substantial, then we can tell them.
I feel that if there's things that they should be brought in on, if we come across anything major, that it's our right to disclose that.
I need to worry anybody with the end of the world just yet.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. I think that'd be
Uh,
like a good place for us to kind of like close the
I'll-
book.
I'm going to get some rest. It's been a long night.
Yeah, I need to sleep. Good night, and it's so good that you showered. I'm sure the rest of the party is going to be very happy.
I figured.
It's fine. It didn't bother me. I mean, look where we lived. It's not like I haven't smelled worse.
Well, here's to a new me. I don't have to
That's
live
what
like
you
that
do.
anymore.
Nope, we have our own rooms. And a bath.
I know. There's a ghost in the bath.
I don't have to cart her buckets of water. There's a
Good
ghost
night.
in the bath.
Disregard.
Circling back. Wait a minute.
On that note, goodbye.
Dude, I mean, I
Um,
gotta be honest, when she sat there saying, like, we each have our own rooms, I was kind of expecting you should go to yours now. Like,
One last thing. Can I open my window?
yep.
Okay. I'm gonna open the window and all the moldy cheese is getting dumped out. I'm turning a new leaf.
Turning a new leaf.
You see a lot
It's
less
just gonna
donuts
attract
than you
wild
had.
animals.
I was gonna say, do you go for the pocket donuts too? Do you get like
Yeah. Except for except for one. I would try to reach in to give one last goodbye to the pocket donut, only to find that it's not there. I'll look to the stars. Fate works in mysterious ways. And close the bag. I'll also, at this point, drop the 30 gold into that bag, into the party
right.
fund. And
Beautiful.
I'll go to bed.
All right. And seemingly lining up with the perfect time for us to call it an evening. The party in their respective rooms, settling in with the most comfortable beds that any of them have had the pleasure of laying in, save for two. But Rhapsody and Samara seem to be more than content with each other in their arms. That is where we are going to call it for the evening. And this is usually the part of the night that we give a shout out to what we got going on in the Nexus. So I will say, yet again, here in the Nexus on Wednesdays, you can tune in to watch more Drunken Blade down there DMing Kinship's Destiny as Lily and Patrick and Ken, along with a few others, go through the Shattered Obelisk, Phandelver and beyond. So they're working their way through that, plus some other stuff. I strongly encourage you go to watch that. That is a fun party to watch. They're interesting. I'll say interesting. That's a good word for it. Taylor, anything new going on in To Be Diced that you wish to discuss?
We have our usual docket. Tuesday, we have our Star Wars campaign run by Daddy Tarzan 82855, and he is also doing Star Wars campaigns as well. If you want to get into the gameplay, he is charging a small fee to DM certain setup storylines for you. There's also set up characters, so you can kind of just get the feel of things without stressing about having to build a new character and setup, and just kind of get the feel for things. And then on Thursday, we have Tales of Varden, which features Grendel Fialova, my half-orc barbarian, and she is going through some shit. And then November 2nd, I am so happy to announce that we are officially bringing back the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago for a 1 month campaign, or once a month campaign. And we are looking at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time in the morning.
11 in the morning.
Yes, it is not officially confirmed, but we currently are looking at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time.
That's early D&D.
Oh yeah, it is early D&D, but we need it.
But we need it.
We need
Valid.
it. We've waited months for this. So yeah.
Completely valid. And Lily, you got some streams going on, right?
I do. I'm streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if I get elevated enough, I get on Saturdays. Come watch me but literally like fail upwards my way through the majority of my gameplay because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I am planning another one shot for the month of November. So if anybody wants to join, let me know. It is a dungeons based one, if that helps.
Dungeons. Beautiful.
Yes, dungeons.
We love dungeons. All right. So with that, if is there anybody else got anything going on? Going once, going twice. Oh, I found out today that I get to go see Critical Role live. Tickets are officially confirmed. I'll be doing that in I think it's March or April, I think. Right before C2E2, which I bought my tickets for C2E2. I am officially going there. So, who knows? Maybe any of you guys down below or anybody watching at home, you guys could come and see me wandering around there. That should be a good time. It's my first con. I'm scared. But excited. But yeah, I can see Critical live, which I am super stoked about.
You gonna take notes so you won't be crap anymore?
I'll take notes. I mean, I'll still be shit, but
Just
have the
wear
notes.
deodorant at the con, you'll be fine.
All right. So, but yeah, I will definitely I will document that adventure and probably put it up on the Nexus YouTube too, because that sounds like it would be a good idea. So, but with that being said, I do believe that is all we got for tonight. So, Taylor, you sign us off because you do such a good job at that.
All right, everybody. You know how this goes. Make good choices. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, have fun doing it and don't get caught. And I'm not going to bail you out of prison.
Truth. None of us have enough money to bail y'all out. So,
Nope.
all right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.